All right.
Maybe next year.
Aaron's not here. You're doing roll call?
He's on Zoom.
Oh, he's not, okay. Aaron, you ready to
Andy,
start?
good to see you. Yeah.
All right.
All right, we got Andy. Who's present? Andy,
Yes.
Jake,
Yes.
Richard,
Yes.
Sheila's not. Janelle,
Yes.
Chuck,
Yes.
Selena,
Yes.
David. I think you was out. Am I?
No.
All right, we have a quorum.
All right. We need appointment of officer and vice chair.
Yeah, go ahead, Andy. Sorry.
Nope, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, with the vacancy of Aaron Carey and the appointment of Jake Welsh, we're left without a vice chair to finish out the year, so we need to, there needs to be a motion to appoint a vice chair.
Okay. I will make a motion to appoint Jake Welsh. Do I have a
Second.
second? Rich?
Make a second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Any public comment? None heard? Oh, boy, I jumped ahead. All right, approval of minutes. Do I have an approval of minutes?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second?
Second.
If I jump ahead, let me know, because I can't see out of my left side. Okay, public comment now. None heard? Jake, can you see if there's anybody on there?
No, there's no.
Other than,
There's nobody else on Zoom, Andy.
okay, thank you. All right, Aaron, Secretary's report?
All right, so as of the end of the July meeting, there's 269 properties on the Blighted property list. On the judicial tax sale, which is coming up in December, there are 16 blighted properties. So between the redevelopment authority and the land bank, it is our plan to option those 16 properties off the judicial tax sale list. It's become a little bit more feasible and a lot cleaner as far as cleaning up the properties title-wise post-tax sale. So it helps us save a little bit of money and makes the properties clean to have a warranty title once we're completed. So that's my report.
Thank you. Have we received any correspondence?
No correspondence.
Okay, old business?
All right, we have a bunch of lots for rescission. Let me pull up some pictures.
That's 212 East 30th Street. That was a land bank demo.
It's completed?
That's complete, seeded, grass is already growing back, it's completely done.
Okay. Next one? Which Which one do you have up, Aaron?
So
This is the group of lots at 22nd and French, so it's really, I believe, 2201 French, 105 East 22nd Street, 115. The lot indexed is 5006-218 and 112 East 22nd Street.
these were 5 lots that were all blighted under the same owner. They started some type of farming there and abandoned it. They sat for 2 years overgrown. They're now under new ownership. They've been cleaned up and they're being maintained.
Okay. Still as farms or?
Right now, it just looks like green space. I don't know what their plans are, but there are no property maintenance violations on them anymore.
Excellent.
All
Okay.
right, and then, get back, and then we have the last one for rescission is 1130
East 5th.
East Fifth Street. So this is a property that the redevelopment authority, bear with me one second, I get the share up. Okay, so this is 1130 East Fifth Street, and then this is kind of how I want to, kind of take a minute to explain how the process works when we follow through with the blight designation. The redevelopment authority, asks the planning commission to designate blight, we take the property. So under the eminent domain code, after we acquire a property through condemnation or declaration of taking, we have the ability to enter into what is called a relinquishment agreement. And so this property was blighted in October of 2022. The authority filed condemnation on September 13th of 2023. And at that point, the property owner came to us and was, wanting to see what they could do to keep the property. So we worked with them, negotiated a relinquishment agreement that was entered in on February 6th of 2024. And it provides the property owner with a timeline of goals for rehabilitation of the property. It emphasizes the rehabilitation of the exterior first, and then the rehabilitation of the interior, bringing the property up to code. And so, as you can see in the pictures, the property was in rough shape. It had taken on a lot of water for a long time. So it was prime and poised to be blighted and taken by the redevelopment authority, but the owner wanted to keep it, and so we entered into a relinquishment agreement, and they rehabilitated the property, put a new roof on it, pulled all the appropriate permits, hired a contractor, subcontractors, and rehabilitated the property to the point that we're here today to rescind blight, and we'll revest title back to the condemnee.
And we did work with all of the trade inspectors on this, and all permits and trade inspections have been passed.
Beautiful. Okay. Do I have a motion to rescind designation of blight on these properties?
So moved.
Second.
Okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, Mike.
New business?
Yes, sir.
New business.
Okay, first up, we have 629 Payne Avenue. The owner is deceased. I think the bank has begun foreclosure proceedings on it, but they're just sitting on it. The owner passed away April 21st of this year, and since then it's been sitting unmaintained. The grass is high, the garage is collapsing. We have notices sent out when the owner was living there. This has been a problem property since 2020. We sent notices in June of 2020. There was a quality of life ticket in July of 20, and another notice sent in July of 20. There were 2 more quality of life tickets sent in 20. We tried to get the owner help when he was there living, but weren't able to work anything out. Then he passed away and the bank took it over, and it's been sitting ever since. There's citations out on this from 2020, May of this year, June of this year, and a repair demo issued to the bank in August of this year. Taxes are current, and the water is active. The electric is off, but there are past due water bills of $958.
All right. All in favor to declare 629 blighted?
We need a motion and a second, Andy.
Second?
Second?
All right, all in favor, say aye.
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 Okay, next up, we have 1138 West 20th Street. So this is a lot. It had a fire on it. We issued a repair demo order. The property was demolished, and then the lot was left to sit. This is another lot that was foreclosed on, or foreclosure proceedings started, and then the bank just sat on them. We continually file liens against the lot to have Parks mow it, but nothing gets done or complied with. We've had multiple conversations with the bank that owns it, and we keep getting told they're going to cut it or they're going to do this or that, and they don't, and we ultimately end up filing a lien to cut it because the neighbors are concerned with rodents and there's other animals back there. We have, multiple grass liens. There's notices sent in June of 20, October of 20, June of 22, June of 24, and then in June of this year is when we were notified which bank it was and tried to contact the bank and were unsuccessful. We spoke to two different representatives at the same bank. We issued an order to correct in August and filed another grass cutting lien this August, and nothing has happened. It is past due on taxes from 2023 to 2024, over $1,000.
You said there's a mortgage on it?
There is, we believe there is a mortgage on it.
Then that should be picked up by the blighted property.
Well, we've sent, I don't know if I'm allowed to say who the bank is, but we've contacted them 2 or 3 times. Jake's been on the phone with somebody personally who assured it was going to get taken care of, and it never happened.
All right, we'll have to.
It's becoming
Have they
like
been cited?
they have not. We have not issued a citation to the bank because we don't really know who to cite.
don't know
'cause
who it is.
It's a bank, but we continually have to file a lien and cut the grass every year, and the neighbors were requesting us to present it for blight.
Okay.
Motion to blight, Aaron.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, next, we have 729 West 9th Street. So this one, we had it cleaned up at one point. It's become a dumping ground and a junk collection. The property owner doesn't live there. She lives elsewhere, but supposedly her son comes and goes in and out of there. We're not sure if he's living there or not. There's been a fire upstairs. We have a case history back to April of 22 for this one. There was notices sent to the property owner in April of 22. In June of 22, there was a quality of life ticket issued, and another notice sent at the end of June of 22. There's an order to correct posted in March of this year, and another notice sent in June of this year, and another order to correct posted in August of this year. There was a repair demo order issued in August of this year. And we found another address for the property owner, and we mailed another repair demo order to the updated address. There is no electric, there are no meters. The water is active, but the taxes are past due over $2,600 back to 2023. The property owner basically doesn't want anything to do with it, but I think her son is there collecting junk, is how we understand it.
I don't know. I just looked this up, and it looks like it was sold last week, 2 weeks ago.
Oh, it may have been. These properties were for present in October, but we didn't have a quorum.
Sorry
But I
about
think
that.
regardless of who the owner is, the blight designation would stay with the property.
Okay.
So I would still ask the committee for the declaration just to ensure that it gets repaired properly.
It's a block from my house, so I keep tabs on some things
yeah.
with it.
We will reach out to the new owner.
Okay, Rich,
I'll make a motion to blight.
Second.
all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, next we have 529 East 13th Street. So this is another one. The second story is uninhabitable, does not have utilities. The first floor had people in it, but we believe it was unauthorized occupancy. There was an issue, a landlord-tenant issue that's been resolved. We did get a call from the fire department that there was a fire in the front because someone threw a firework through the window. I'm not sure what that was about, but we have a case history on this one dating back to June of 2018. The current owner has had it since 2015. We have notices going back to June of 18. Quality of life ticket was issued in March of 19. April of this year, another notice was sent. In April of this year, we had a verbal conversation with the property manager who assured us it was going to be repaired within the next couple months, and it isn't. In September of this year, we posted a repair demo order, and the fire was shortly after that. So we posted a repair demo order September 9th, and then the firework was thrown in. We posted a repair demo order on September 3rd, and then the fire was September 9th. It was a small fire. It was extinguished quickly. The taxes are past due from 2023 to 2022, over $3,375. The water's been off since March of 24, and there's a past due water bill of over $5,000. And the electric is off to one unit, but is on in the next unit, and it has been posted uninhabitable.
Motion to blight, Aaron.
And second,
Second.
all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay.
Next up, we have 312 East 27th Street. So this is another MIA owner. I couldn't even get to the front door to post the front door. It's so overgrown. It was growing into the sidewalk. I think one of the neighbors cut it back just so for pedestrian safety. But I've been posting my notices on a stake in the front yard because I can't physically get to the front door. So this case history dates back originally with the previous owner to 2016. It's been an ongoing, off again, on again case history. The current owner's owned it since 2000. The previous owner was cited in 16, and then we started the new case in October of 2023 with the new owner. They were cited in November of 2023, and that citation is still outstanding. Another notice was sent in July of this year. Two notices were sent in July of this year. In August of this year, it was posted uninhabitable, and a repair demo order was issued in August of this year as well. The taxes are current, but the water's been off since 2012. So I don't think it's ever been occupied since it's changed ownership, and there's also no electric to it. It was hard to get decent pictures to show the committee the condition of this house just because of how overgrown the vegetation is.
Mike, can you said that these go back to the old owner, and then you pointed out when it was sold. Can you give me those dates again?
Yeah, so the original case with the old owner was from 2016. Oh, I said that backwards. I'm sorry. So
Okay.
the old owner, the original case was dated back to, I misspoke. So he has owned it this whole time. This
Okay.
person has owned it the whole time.
Okay.
So he bought it in 2017, and we've been dealing with it since 2016. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay. I'll motion to blight.
Motion.
All in favor? Aye?
Aye.
Okay.
Next, we have 1056 East 24th Street. So this current owner has owned it since 2006. Our original case dates back to 2015. She's no longer living there. I spoke to her daughter, there were some health issues and she was removed. She was in a rehab for a little while, now she's living with the daughter, I believe. But we have notices dating back to November of 18. She was cited in 19. There's an order to correct posted in May of 19, a quality of life ticket issued in June of 19. We did not get any response to those notices, so in June of 19, we posted everything to the door in another attempt to notify the owner. There was a hearing in 2020, and the charges were dismissed due to COVID proceedings with the district justice back then. There was a little bit of a mix-up. There was another case started in 2020, and in May of 22, another notice was sent. An order to correct was posted to the door again in June of 22, and in August of 23, another case was opened and a notice was sent. In May of this year, we sent another notice and a repair demo order was issued in September of this year. There is no electric, the panels, actually, the meters coming off of the wall. The water is active and the taxes are current, but it is an uninhabitable property.
Have a motion to blight?
Motion to blight.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay.
So next up, there are two lots. They don't have an address. Their addresses are listed just as East 23rd Street, but it's lot 5010-110 and lot 5010-109. It's a vacant lot, overgrown, owned by an out-of-state property owner. We just filed a lien to cut it a couple weeks ago. It's really overgrown, and what we're having an issue with is people are going into the back of it because they can't be seen, and they're setting up picnic tables and beer and tiki torches and hanging out and partying back there, which is what the neighbors aren't happy with. And our concern is of a fire. The grass got so high at one point, if a tiki torch went up, we think the whole lot would go up. It is mowed now. We just filed a lien to have Parks cut it a week or two ago. But we have, the current owner has owned it since 2023, but on this one we have cases dating back to the original owner in 2021, who was also cited. With the current owner, we have notices going out to May of 23. He was cited in June of 23, and notices again were sent out in May of 23 and 24, June of 24, and he was cited again this July. The citations aren't answered because they're out of state, so that kind of limits us as to what we can do. We did, like I said, we did have Parks cut it down, so for safety reasons it is cut right now, but they're just not being maintained or addressed, or we're not even sure the owner comes to visit the property ever.
Where is this on East 23rd, Mike? Like the side streets?
So can you pull up the map again, please, Aaron?
Yeah.
The aerial picture?
You see it, Mike?
Yeah. So that's East 23rd.
German is
Sherman,
to the
yeah, okay.
east of it.
Okay, thank you.
So they're two lots side by side to each other, but same owner and same violation and case history.
Motion to blight, Aaron.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, next we have 4105 Roxanna Drive. This one doesn't look too bad from the outside. We just cut the grass. We filed a lien to have the grass cut because it's overgrown constantly. The taxes are current, but the water's been off since June of 2023, and there are water, sewer, and garbage liens over $10,000, $10,389 on it. We believe there may be a mental health issue here. There was a person occupy it, and then her family got her out of it, and then she moved back into it. But we're hoping a blight designation kind of helps her find help or lets her know the state of her property, and she can't live there without water. The neighbors have said they've seen her bringing buckets in and out, unsure what they're filled of, to the property. But the current owner's owned it since January of 2021, and our case history dates back to June of 22. We have notices sent out in June of 22, May of 23. June of 23, there was a quality of life ticket issued. In July of 23, you spoke to the neighbors and they said it was vacant and the property owner had moved out, so we assumed at that time it was vacant. But then we got word that she moved back in, so we sent another quality of life ticket at the end of July of 2023. It was posted uninhabitable in September of 23. In June of this year, nobody had seen anyone coming or going, or they weren't sure what was going on. So we had Erie Police Department did a wellness check and to go in and check on the occupant, and they were shocked at the state of the interior of this property. It looks way worse from the interior from what I was told. So we had another notice sent shortly after that in June of 24. There's an order to correct posted to the door in September of this year. And there was a lien filed this June and this September. Because of the neighborhood it's in, we get a lot of complaints when the grass is high. And there's a repair demo order issued in October of this year. We did reach out to the property owner and try to get her help and assistance multiple times, but she's not responsive to our attempts. My hope is that a blight declaration will kind of help her realize she needs help and maybe speed things along with the progress of the property.
Okay, do I have a motion to blight? Ready?
Move to blight.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay.
Next up, we have 2131 East 19th Street. So this property owner is deceased. He passed away in 2009. His wife was living there for a while after that, but then she passed away in 2020. It's a single family. It's kind of become a junkyard, neighborhood dumping ground. We have a case history dating back to October of 17. We've been trying to work with the wife when she was living to get the property cleaned up. We have notices in April of 19, April of 20, August of 20, November of 21, September of this year, and a repair demo order was issued in October of this year. It is vacant. We don't think anyone's been there for a very long time. The taxes are overdue from 2023 to 2024, over $2,600. The water's been off since September of 21, and there's $2,500 owed to water, sewer, and garbage. The electric's off, and there are water liens to this property. It's kind of open, and it's a big lot, and it's easily accessible, so it's become like a drive-by dumping ground for the neighborhood.
Motion to blight.
Second? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Yeah.
Okay, next, we have 1109 East 19th Street. Unfortunately, this is another property owner that has passed away. She died in 2020. We have notices from December of 19, because the property was in poor condition even when it was habited, and another notice in September of this year, and a repair or demo order was issued in October of this year. Taxes are behind from 2021 to 2024, over $4,000. The water's been off since May 2nd of 2016, and the electric is off. There's just no one to pursue. She's deceased. We don't think there's a bank involved, and we haven't been able to contact any next of kin, so there's no citations, and we don't really have anyone to pursue a case further with, which is why I'm presenting it to the committee for blight designation.
Motion to blight.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, lastly, we have 2312 Wayne Street. This is an out-of-town, out-of-state owner. They've owned it since January of this year, but our case history dates back to the previous owner in April of 18. So with the previous owner, we have notices sent out to in 18 and 19 and 23. With the current owner, we started this case in January of this year. There was an order to correct posted to the door. It was vacant, but there were squatters in there that had to be removed. We were called there by the Erie Police Department. There were squatters who had a large amount of dogs in there that were kind of destroying the property. We had them removed and helped get it boarded up. In August of this year, it was posted uninhabitable, and another notice was sent to the current owner in October of this year. The taxes are current, but the water's been off since this August. There is over $1,000 water, sewer, and garbage bill with this property. The electric is off. It is empty and vacant, and my concern with this one is the front porch. There's a 2-story front porch that has compromised attachments and structural members. And I did speak with the property owner and told him not to let anybody on that 2nd-story porch. If you look in the upper right-hand corner, it's rotted and separating from the column. He did state he was going to begin repairs, but we haven't seen very much movement. We're not sure if the junk and debris out front is from this property or if other people are dumping it because they see a vacant house. But I'm hoping that a blight designation will push the new owner to get moving on a little faster.
All right.
Motion to blight, Aaron.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
That's all I have this month. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Mike. The tremors wear off in time. They have to, right now it's all adjusting medications, and so they'll get better. My walking and my balance will get better. But it's been a ride.
Sure.
All right.
We need a motion to adjourn?
Motion
Second.
to adjourn. Aye.
Thanks, Cindy.
Thank you, everyone.